live, and it is a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. It's good to see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I know you're watching all around the world, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I appreciate a Culture Casino membership right away from Ruby Hoove. Good morning, Ruby. We've got Mr. Cat in the audience today, Captain Fandom Nerd. We've got Swift -1, otherwise known as Matt G. M&M Fish got that membership, and congratulations. We've got Terry Rose in the house. Good to see you, Terry. And a few other folks popping in as we get rolling. That includes the amazing wonderkind lady of the world, Apollonie's Minion. That's right, driving around taking care of each and every one of you. You just don't know it. Mark Nichols in the house. Great to see you, Mark. Thanks for your commentary this morning. We got Morgan King. Hello. Good to see you, buddy. Sergeant Garantina is in the house. Good morning, Chad. Good morning, our friend up in Canada, Lord Thoth, hanging out up there. We've got Karimlan. Oh, what's going on, Karimlan? Ms. Pick Faye is in the house over there on the Green Machine. Green Machine. Green Machine. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We've got Hoove and the fabulous mustache. Good day, Hoove. Hope you're doing well. Ruby Hoove sent a gifty in the form of a super chat. Sinuses infected, going to bed. Have a great one. You too, dear. You too. The lovely Angela Richter kicks in a Culture Casino membership as we are at 2 to the power of somewhere between 20 and 50 if we can get there today membership-wise. That would be amazing. Amazing neat. Jill Powers, the River Daughters in the house. Happy hump day indeed. Wielding that wrench. We've got lots of get well soon messages to Ruby Hoove from Mark Fields, the man of positive vibes. Istaphobos is joining us today. What's up, my friend? Woohoo! Indeed. We got trouble right here in River City, but we've also got a gifted membership from Hoove. Good morning, sir. Tell Ruby I hope she feels better. Let's see who else is out there in the universe. Stitch, what's up, Stitch? Good morning. A few other folks sliding in, like Scott Cook. Good to see you, Scott. Hope you're doing well. We got a few more. Luis Messina's in the house. Great to see you, my friend. And we've got the lovely Juliet checking in from across the pond. Good afternoon, Juliet, and thank you. We've got a few other folks like Mephisto's Movie Reviews checking in from across the ocean as well. Well across the ocean. Let's see. The lovely Penny. Penny is out there in the audience. Great to see you, Penny. Hope your day is brighter for being here. We've got Bill S. Preston Esquire. That's right. Caveat Ties is over on the Rumble side. Good to see you. And Andrew Werdner is in the house. What's up, Andrew? Hope you're rocking the box today. We got Donovan Bradford out there. And a few others like the most dependable person on the internet, D-Bud Martin. Great to see you. Tina Beebe, hello. Good morning. I hope you're well. And Wes Trueblood the third. What's up, Wes? Today is Victory Over Disney Day. VOD. I don't know. I feel like they're headed the right direction, but they're going to need a lot more encouragement. Yeah. Got a couple Disney stories I dropped. One last night. Hopefully you caught it. And one this morning. Hopefully you caught it. If not, they're both down in the description below. Be sure you check those out before you head to Midnight's Edge in the morning. Yeah, I'm highly skeptical too, my friend. Razorbird is here. That's right. That rivet head has arrived. And so is Randall Orser all the way from Canada. There's Scribe Light. Check out Scribe. Dude's great. You're going to see him this morning, I hope, over on Midnight's Edge in the morning. I won't be there. I've got to start getting things ready for event stuff for TPUSA. Jeremy Magnum is in the house. Great to see you, Jeremy. And a few other folks like The Batcap, Happy Anything Can Happen Day, everyone. That's right. That used to be Surprise Day, Surprise Day. It's Mouseketeer Surprise Day. Anything can happen, and it usually does. There's M&M Fish. You just got a membership, M&M Fish. 12-inch Lando. What's up? What's up? All right, and we just clicked into the 5-minute number, which means we've got to go. That's all right. We've got lots going on. We got a few people out there. 93 on YouTube so far as we grow. X, we got 4 of you. And on Rumble, there's 8. Y'all are hiding. You're hiding over there. Rugrat 98's in the house. Good day, all. Good day to you. And a few other folks creeping in. Sneaking in, like Tourist Dan 74. Good to see you. That's right. Punkwada! Look at the penguin. And Virtual Skies Studio. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-minute daily, little sneak peek of the bear there. But let's start first with Roku landing. That's right. Select streaming rights to the X Games, meaning your little set-top box is going to work hard. You can have the application on your phone or tablet and take it anywhere. This is kind of a neat thing. Roku is back in the content hunt, trying to grow again in different ways. Hopefully they keep it up, because I think they're one of the few combination appliances that we're going to be able to rely on in the future. We've got The Old Man being canceled after 2 seasons on FX. I guess it was a little bit too masculine and not enough modern day, at least for Disney. But Disney's having the mixed minds, mixed messages lately. We'll have to see if they continue. One of the things that I thought was a positive was obviously a story that's coming up later. Win or lose. We'll get there in a minute, but let's start here. Wheel of Time, I guess, is coming back. I don't know why. This show is losing viewership pretty rapidly. And you're going to get a Season 3 cast edition set of humans that may appeal to you. I don't know. I don't know who any of these people are. I do know who this person is, and Mayor of Kingstown is renewed for Season 4. So, you get more of that. And that's a fairly successful show. You know, Paramount seems to be doing rather well when it comes to producing quality television. Maybe some others should take a page out of their book. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 reviews are in, and they are very good. Jim Carrey is 2 times the frenetic sequel, and it is definitely going to be a hit. There is more to this than meets the eye. For example, from the Variety reviewer, they're really turning it up, and Jim Carrey is really bringing it. This is more fun, more fast, and more furious than other Sonic movies, which means it will be very popular. In fact, so popular that it's going to outrun Mufasa stateside. That's right. According to Deadline, the Lion will get a $180 million global opening, and that'll be that. The live-action Disney movies seem to be doing fine internationally for the most part, but they're hit and miss. You'll see, like, for example, the Little Mermaid remake didn't do very well globally, but it did great in the States. So it's just kind of hit and miss, and, you know, I don't know that Lion King will be huge, maybe in China, but China seems to be turning their back on Disney. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but that seems to be the new thing. I do know that China also has some problems with, respecting other people's IP and content. So YouTube is actually suing Jing World for stealing content from the YouTube platform to create a clone of YouTube. And you know what? That's kind of what China does best. We've got Disney canceling divisive Pixar content. That's right, I dropped a video on this today if you want to know more about it in depth. Removing a storyline that was very much aimed at somebody who identified as somebody with different anatomy. Mind you, this was definitely targeted at children, and Disney thought, well, this is the point we should turn back, because a lot of companies are being sued by their stockholders for taking on divisive things and forcing them down their consumers' throats, which don't sell very well. And this is going to be an interesting turning point for Disney, perhaps. I don't know, but I did drop a video. You can let me know what you think over there. We've got the Federal Reserve set to cut a key rate. Maybe you won't feel the effect for a while. Well, yeah, because the banking cartels that need to be chastened. But the stock market is just kind of waiting for that to happen, whether or not there's a formal decision that rates are going to be cut or not. So it's kind of stuck in neutral at the opening bell. We'll see what happens with that. But the UK is certainly not going to lower rates anytime soon, leaving them on hold because inflation has kicked up to an accelerated rate over there. They just keep printing money. That's where the inflation's coming from. Speaking of where things are coming from, there won't be a merger anytime soon, according to Nissan and Honda, but they're definitely working on more collaboration. First of all, here in the United States, I don't think we would let them merge, but, this will be up to Japan. Hopefully, they elect not to do that. Musk and Trump have basically the same score when it comes to polling. That's right. Americans think about the same of both men. And I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. We've got the EPA granting California authority to ban sales of new gas cars by 2035. Of course, that'll be reversed in the next administration because the EPA, these folks, don't have that kind of power. They're flexing power they don't have, and the courts have already ruled against that. So this is kind of a very hollow announcement. It's all about virtue signaling for California. And EPA, apparently. Georgia's outgoing president's urging the EU to use more leverage to back protesters. In other words, hey, George Soros, come on over here and bring some WEF with you so that we can force our country back to being evil. That's right. We've got Grubhub to pay $25 million in deceptive practices settlement. Why? Well, because the Illinois Attorney General and the FTC deem it so. And they probably should. I mean, you can't tell people you're going to do one thing and not do something entirely else. That's not fair. This investigation was launched into this 20-year-old operation because they tricked their customers, deceived drivers on their pay, and unfairly damaged the reputation of revenues of restaurants that did not partner with Grubhub, just to kind of drive scale and accelerate growth, kind of like all tech companies do. On that note, let's head into bonus time. Hello, bonus time. That's right. Hello, everybody. It's great to see you. I hope you're stoked. I know I am. But let's take a look at that bear story real quickly. One that I really find fascinating because this I'm seeing more and more frequently. I don't know if you guys saw the early preview when the show started, but if you look at this, apparently hairless bears are happening more frequently. I think it's because of malnourishment, perhaps, but the hairless orphan bear cub gets a chance to survive thanks to a determined California community. I think it's in Sacramento, but yeah, so it's basically headed off to a wildlife rescue that's permitted to rehab bears in California. And residents of California community where the cub was repeatedly spotted and clearly in need of helping hand, suffering from an obvious skin infection as well as other health ailments, wildlife rescuers said. But area residents and the state wildlife officials alike struggled to capture the surprisingly mobile little cub, according to posts. Of course, this is in a Facebook group. So this is in El Dorado County where they spent 3 days looking for the cub. And on December 9th, it paid off and they acquired him. And there he is. And there they are trying to care for him. He's a cute little guy, a little bit shy. Pretty amazing. They raised $7,626. So he was thoroughly examined. They took cultures and blood work to find out whether the skin infection was bacterial, fungal, or both. And look at that little guy. Yeah, it might be sarcoptic mange. You could be correct, Penny. So yeah, they basically did the work. Brought all the necessary equipment. The male cub arrived in poor condition, severely dehydrated, anemic, suffering from serious ear infection in both ears. Yikes! And an obvious skin infection. Severely underweight. So they don't have the results yet, or at least not reported here. And the bear cub's health remains very delicate, and his care and progress must be monitored closely on a day-by-day basis. So they're really going to try to save this little guy's life. They are grateful for an opportunity to help, according to the rescue. And rescuers added they were working with California Department of Fish and Wildlife to make sure that the bear is treated humanely while in the organization's care. I think it's going to be fine. In the meantime, the cub has been resting, drinking, and gobbling up blueberries and grapes with medication hidden inside, which turned out to be his favorite snacks. Yeah, of course, they like fruits. Lots of calories in them. So very exciting. And I guess Coloma is a 50-mile drive from Sacramento. So they're giving him a fighting chance. I hope he does well. We've seen several hairless bears recover. So there's that. Anyway, positive little bear story, we hope. I think so. I think he's going to be just fine. And yeah, so we're going to get a lot of very strange bear stories since it's hibernation time as we watched a bear hibernate on yesterday's 6-minute daily. And because it's Wednesday, today's show is a bit longer. So I'm kind of excited about that. I hope you are too. We've got our friends at Midnight's Edge coming up in about an hour. So we'll go for a little while today while I get ready for TPUSA. Very excited about that. Going to be hanging out with Drew this afternoon, getting ready to start interviewing people there. So be aware that you may see some interviews happening live on my channel, and simultaneously may see some other things happening on my channel and on Drew's channel as well. TPUSA, AmFest is kind of, or rather, a big deal. It's just really close to Christmas, so I'm cutting it close on some gifts and shopping. Anyway, I just want to say hi to everybody else that showed up later. I appreciate you. Got Jed out there, John Yulden, and we got an amazing gifty from our good friend Wes Drewblood. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate that. We have 3 gifties memberships in this morning and a super chat from Ruby Hoove. Excuse me, 4 gifties. Ooh. I need to bust out the count. But yeah. Yeah. Grubhub ads were cringe and painful. Well, apparently so was working for them. We got our friend Cosmin Cristani who made some comments on videos today. Thank you for those. I responded back. I think I even put a little heart emoji thing next to your commentary on the videos. So thank you, Cosmin. Yeah, I love keeping you guys updated. I love giving you what the news will be for the rest of the day, most likely. Oh, yeah. This is a story I didn't get to. So remember a few days ago, obviously Mr. Cat does, but a few days ago, a hunter was hunting with a party. Somebody had shot a bear. The bear fell and landed on a person, the hunter. And as of, I think, yesterday, the hunter had succumbed to his injuries and passed away. That is a freak accident, if ever I've heard of one. That's like saying a deer fell on me and killed me. It's really strange. But yeah. John the Beard says, okay, I'm out. Oh, all right. Well, thanks for being here, John. I saw you. Let's see. Yeah, so the Disney situation is kind of weird because on one hand, they're still doing virtue signal stuff, but on the other hand, they're at least not pushing it at kids because that's what's happening. They pulled a storyline, a storyline out of a kids show, the Pixar Win or Lose, which is about a co-ed softball team called the Pickles. Yeah, that wasn't an accidental name, I can tell you. With obviously the core storyline being that one, the gender dysphoria issue. Now, if you've seen the animation, and I didn't put it in the video because I figured it would be automatically claimed because it's a storyboard, it's material that's not released to the public, all these types of things. If you see that, you're like, oh, that's kind of an interesting way to present the struggle that the person's going through, whatever you deem that struggle to be. The fight against dysmorphia and things. And so kind of seem to have touched on that, but that storyline supposedly is rather prevalent in, or would have been, in the animation. So despite the fact that it may have been done well, it's certainly not something that you would present to children. At least I don't think so. Man, we've got some really smart things in the chat. And DMG's here, Dice Media Group. Yeah, I think it's mange. I think it's sarcoptic mange would be my guess. At least for the bear. Try to catch up with y'all. Krampus Jeebus says Mickey Mouse has had it rough. Yeah, lately. Yeah, it's been a wild. I look out. You have a problem because you've stocked your company full of ideologists. That's all. That's what they are. And the minute you deviate from that, they're going to scream from the heavens, which I kind of alluded to during the video I made. It's worth watching. It's worth watching. So, yeah, there's a difference between the Proud Family then and the Proud Family now, Sergeant Giratina. So Disney's got some real issues, let's just say. Trekking with a Tablet is here. Hello, my friend. Says, no, that was just karma for the hunter. Yeah. Ugh. Some weird accident, though. Bear falling out of a tree onto a hunter. the moral is don't hunt with morons. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cat. Rambam 3000 is here, and so is RJ Godzilla. Don't hurt bears, people. It's just uncool. Well, I just having sampled bear meat. I'm going to tell you right now, I would rather have venison 1,000 times over. So would the bear, actually. Yeah. Yeah, Bill S. Preston. I do remember that storyline in a Muppets show. Yeah, that was not received well either. So, yeah. Yeah, actually, Davina, it was literally a drop bear. Yeah, well, that hunter did pass away, as I mentioned a moment ago. So the bear was shot by his friend. This is a crazy story if you remember it. Again, it was a few days ago we covered it here on the show. Like, ew. Punkwalla. But yeah. FKHC is off for the next 2 days. Awesome. Well, it's great to see you in real time. Elizabeth, good morning, dear. No bear meat for me. Good venison stew or steak. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think a holiday meal for me this time around that I'm not preparing is going to be venison. So I'm very excited about that. Someone to break my fall, Donovan. Brogu is in the house. Good to see you. And our good friend William King. Happy birthday to me. Oh, a chance to sing happy birthday. All right, everybody. If you don't appreciate my singing, cover your ears. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, William King. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Let's see, who else rolled in the door? Dark Wolf. Hello, Dark Wolf. I owe somebody a phone call. And every time I see the wolf, it reminds me. Is Craven out of theaters yet? Almost. Woo! Not a good homestand, kids. Here's the thing. Sony, I mean, Disney may be having problems, but Sony on their Spider-Verse films are not doing well. Craven specifically, before it even came out, had already dropped out of 800 theaters. Seriously, Sony pulled them out of 800 theaters. Almost 1,000 theaters. Wild stuff. Wild. So it wasn't going to start off well anyway because it only opened in 3,200. It had not the kind of campaign that you would need ad-wise to support it. They saw the writing on the wall and were like, we're not throwing any more money at this. They delayed the film release for a year for no reason. Didn't really put much more into the film while it sat. Lots of crazy stuff. It's a real shame. Let's see. There's our friend Jed. Popeye goes public domain at the beginning of the year. Yes, it does. Yeah. Maybe I should do Popeye. Hampton is wishing William King happy birthday. Thank you, Hampton. Good to see you and good morning. Do you guys see? Normally, I don't talk about the political stuff, that's actual politics, but I find it fascinating that all of a sudden reports are coming out from both sides of Congress on individual humans that you know but for a few of them I don't care. On a couple of them I do. The Cheney stuff is crazy. If you get into that, it's just pretty wild. Pretty wild. Oh, thank you, Brogu. I appreciate that. And happy birthday, William, says Elizabeth Young. Thank you, dear. I'm sure he appreciates it. Istophobos says bears should not be hunted. They do not have an overpopulation problem. Well, they could, and they did. We'll see if they keep them in check. This is what I call proper stewardship. We need to be proper stewards of the planet, and that includes the animals and everything in between. So, the state of California has been lacking in that particular duty for a very long time, which is why you get crazy wildfires and stuff. And they actually should force the industries that create those wildfires, which would be I think it's Edison over there in California, their power issues. There's oftentimes that it's those high transmission lines that create these situations, which means that the items around the high transmission lines need to be trimmed back a safe distance. That used to be required. It seems like they got rather lax. A lot of poor forestry management's happening as well. Again, that's on the state and the people that are there, and also on the feds. The feds have forest rangers and national parks that need to be properly managed, which means you have to let logging operations in there to clear out trees and underbrush, because that's part of what you do when you are logging. So you don't end up with fires. There's a whole lot of problems with us not being good stewards of the amazing lands that we have here in the United States. JD Friel. I hope I said your name right. I was kind of worried. Hey, I do all right. Dakota says, I know singing, and you, sir, sound like an angel. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I used to sing a lot. Don't much anymore. Occasionally on this show, I'll, fill in a bunch of songs. But I haven't done karaoke with CC Karaoke or anybody for a long time also. It's crazy. Cynthia's here. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Been larking while making coffee. Ding, 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 ding. I need coffee. I know that makes it an addiction, but I can go without it. But suitable caffeine replacements are important. Hey, Apollomies Minion. I said hello, dear. I said I'm glad you're here. Apollomies and many other people like Trucker with a Tablet and all the wonderful people that deliver our stuff. They're very important. We need them. So I always say thank you. You guys are great. A lot of truckers that listen to me. I appreciate that. You guys are amazing. Who else is out there? Yeah, I think the Craven numbers, Crimlon, are going to be surprising. Surprisingly bad. But I think they're going to be surprising. Reed, what's up, buddy? If Sony just made separate Maguire and Garfield movies, they would not have lost so much money. Well, let's talk real quickly about people doing it right. Sonic is the right way to go about it if you're going to try to build a universe. Think of all the characters that have been added, and that's created opportunities to further develop other characters like Knuckles and stuff like that. That's how you go about building out a universe. That's how Marvel did it originally. DC was a poor facsimile. And you kind of have to flesh it out. You have to have a starting point for it to be successful. So it is what it is. Not enough viewers, guys. Share the stream, share the dream. Let's get big. We got Cosmin saying they delayed it a whole year, kind of like Captain America 4. Yeah, Captain America 4. I'm pretty sure they wrapped up the little bit of extra pickups that they did or reshoots that they did recently. I haven't been able to confirm that, but yeah. I'm late to the party again, says the great Snafu. Now you're here, right on time. Guess this means Aaron Taylor Johnson isn't going to play James Bond. It has nothing to do with him. Hang on, I got to take a sip of coffee. Just a sec. I don't think it's his fault. Again, it comes down to if your story's good, if your advertising's good, if you've done things the right way. I mean, it takes everything to go right to complete a movie, but it takes just extraordinary moments for a film to actually be good. I would love to have him as James Bond. Him, Henry Cavill. There's one other fella. I think actually, and this is going to sound weird, but I think Nicholas Hoult could do it. He's young enough. He'd be a long-term Bond. That'd be great. It's wild. Cosmin Cristani sends $1 super chat. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Nothing included. Oh, well, you could always say something. I appreciate it. I'm going to put a little heart emoji on that and a little thumbs up. Tracking with the tablet says, I heard Craven was awful. How do you screw up that up? Good question. Why didn't they just pick a good Craven story like The Last Hunt? Doesn't Sony own Spider-Man? They do, but I don't think they're free to use it. I think part of that contract is they're not free to use it on any of their Spider-Verse stuff, which is why we haven't gotten good Spider-Man. And that's why they really should have done better with Madam Web. I think Madam Web could have been the breakout, and it just ended up not being the breakout. So that's truly an issue. God, whoa! Cyrano pops in and drops 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you for that. Wow, we're rising in the numbers. We love that. We're trying to get and stay over 1,000 members all at once. That's beautiful. Dakota says, I live in Wisconsin, and bears do have an overpopulation problem. Deers are just as bad. Yeah, I've been hearing that, Dakota. And look at that cute little fella in that icon. Hello, buddy. Look at the Sonics. Those are so cute. All right, anyway, sorry. I react to kids like I react to pets. Oh my God. Yeah, PG&E. There you go. Is the company causing fires in Northern California. There you go. Thank you, D-Bud. Right on top of it. See, not only is he a wrench, he knows everything. Gotta love D-Bud Martin. Let's see. One thing which almost can be called is mushrooms, but is still a plant. That's, yeah. I'm trying to decipher that, but yeah, mushrooms is a weird fungus thing. I like mushrooms. Mushrooms on pizza, mushrooms on steak, mushrooms on salad, mushrooms with stuff. I think it's good. And Creek Indian, Alita Army. That's right. We need to get Alita too, dude. You and me. Thank you for the 5 Culture Cash thing. Good to see you, Culture. How's it going? It's going great, my friend. It's great, especially with gifties and super chats and everything else. You know what? Let's throw out a thanks. I haven't said a thanks today. Let's throw out a thanks.
Your generosity is so amazing. I just needed these shades to admire it. Thank you.
There's a little punk waddle for you. I've put that one in there for just you. Okay, well, for all of you. But hey, there's that. And thank you, Greek Indian. I don't know why we haven't gotten. We were supposed to get that. That was the whole reason that Rodriguez did the stupid Boba Fett show. Still haven't got it. Hey, executive producer Sol Leibowitz. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Good evening from Qatar. Ooh, that's a nice warm place right now. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well and hope you're enjoying it. My goodness. Sony's villain-centric movies could have worked. I agree, RJ Godzilla. First, they need to pick the right villains. Most don't have enough lore to support a film. Second, Sony need to remember to keep them villains. Yeah, well, and again, it comes down to postmodernism, the neo-Marxism storytelling of deconstruction that's been the whole problem, to be fair. I'd like to hear Culture Casino and Tom Connor's duet. Yeah, that'd be fun. You can't really do it well over the interwebs because of the delay. But yeah, it'd be great. Dan Vass can really hit those high notes. Yeah, when he's not chopping off appendages or fingers or whatever he tried to do a couple months ago. That was nuts. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Who else is out there in the world? Bingle, bangle, bungle. I'm so happy in the jungle. Celebrates 1 month of membership. Thank you, my friend. It's great to see you. Let's see. He says, insert clever, witty quip here. You betcha. Who else is out there? I know you're out there somewhere. Paulamies Minion says, my company has decided to force me to pay them to go home. That's insane. Frankly, I don't know how you guys do it. Any of you that are truck drivers, you have my thanks and my sympathy. Apparently, I'm sorry, Apolomies. That's just crazy, and sometimes that costs you hundreds and hundreds of dollars because of the petrol required. So that's wild. Elizabeth Young says Cap 4 will be a dumpster fire. Yes, yeah. I want things to be good. You guys know that. I say that all the time, which is why I have the mantra. I'm going to tell you what I think about things, but you don't have to have the same opinion. There's no lockstep echo chamber here. Like what you like, love what you love. I will not yuck your yum. Okay? If you love something and it's yummy for you, that's awesome. But it doesn't have to be that for me, and vice versa. Dakota says, here's a thought. I think it would be hilarious in a few years if someone makes a biography movie about Disney CEO and how he destroyed the company. And that movie makes tons of money. I think that would be perfect. I think we could start making that movie now, to be fair. It kind of was a catastrophe if you think about how they presented the film Tomorrowland way back when with Clooney. Talk about miscasting. Yeah. Ethala. Hey, Culture, good to see you. Good to see you, Ethala. James Bond Jr. I think he'd just be talking about his upbringing after the tragic loss of his parents. I think you could do that. I think you could, but you'd have to find. Again, it's like finding a Harry Potter actor. It's got to be the perfect person. And I'm going to tell you right now, casting directors right now aren't worried about getting the right person. They're worried about checking boxes. Yeah. It's not good. RJ Godzilla says, let's be honest. The problem with these movies were Rothman, Amy Pascal, and Avi Arad. Yeah, no, I agree on Amy and Avi. I think Tom's the guy that's like, I don't want to spend money on this. Rothman's got this really weird approach to filmmaking. It's like, I need to see an audience for this, and it needs to make money. And outside of Spider-Man, I don't think you could convince him. But there's money at the end of the line for these films, even the animated ones, right? I know a lot of people were over the moon for the End of the Spider-Verse stuff, right? The Miles Morales stuff. But I mean, let's be honest, how did the second film do? Hey, Tina's here. Hello. Good to see you, Tina Guzman. Let's see. Next Tuesday. Wait a minute. What is next Tuesday? Next Tuesday is Christmas Eve. I wonder if we're going to do a Christmas movie on Christmas Eve. It's a good question. I'm way behind you guys. I'm 7 minutes behind on comments. So if you feel like I haven't gotten there, I haven't gotten there. Trying to catch up. I'm skipping some comments. I'm sorry. If a character doesn't have enough lore and source material, creating a film around them is difficult. Yeah, we just had that. It's called The War of Rohirrim. We're creating things out of whole cloth that have to kind of fit in this tiny little niche and doesn't offend people directly. We're happy to offend people, and they do. But yeah, very bad. I am on my way out of Qatar to Singapore. Awesome. Doha, Qatar is highly recommended. Just don't come here in August when it's 120 degrees Fahrenheit in the shade. Yeah. No, indeed. There's places I want to go that I have not yet been, that I've been close to before, that I should have just gone. Like, come on now. Yo, Mallory. Po Baby 74. Speaking of Mallory, man, she's been cutting it up on Twitter. I think it's amazing. I love her critiquing of the selfie videos. It's so funny. I fell asleep twice trying to watch Tomorrowland, so I can't judge it. Actually, that's perfectly judged. All right. Angela Richter's out of here. Great to see you. We got Midnight's Edge in the morning coming up here in about a half an hour, 35 minutes or so. Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. There you go. Hampton's like, Christmas movie. That's right. We got to have a good Christmas movie. We already watched the best Christmas movie, which is Die Hard. I think we have to watch an actual Christmas movie. My birthday is tomorrow. Well, you better be here tomorrow so I can sing you happy birthday, Apollomies. It's good to see you. And happy birthday in advance, dear. The man reads his comments. I do, actually. I like it when you guys are here. I like it when Kitty Bear's here. Culture will be watching Die Hard. I always watch Die Hard. I watch Die Hard a lot during Christmas. I also watch The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I also watch Scrooge with Bill Murray. I also watch Home Alone. Seriously, I watch them all. I watch all the classic Christmas movies. A lot of them I prefer as comedies, but A Wonderful Life is great, and Miracle on 34th Street. And, I'm a sucker for Christmas films. So when I'm not working here at the desk, I'm probably going to be watching Christmas movies. Although it's not really going to be true for the next few days because I've got TP USA. So if you follow the channel, turn on all your notifications with the bell icon, by the way, there are going to be random live streams where I'm just going to be interviewing people. Whoever shows up, Danica Patrick, many, many others. Plus, I'll be working with Drew at the booths. So it'll be a good time. Christmas in Connecticut is a great Christmas movie if you're looking for one, says Truckin' with a Tablet. There you go. Lots and lots of good things. CC, did you read the book Red Shirts? If not, I highly recommend it. It rings a bell, but I don't recall it, so probably not. I'll go look for it. Thank you, Truckin' with a Tablet. RC's in the house. What's up? Oh, and our good friend Andy Masterson giving a happy birthday to the lovely Apollo Minion. Happy birthday, dear. Just in case I don't see you tomorrow. You are amazing. We are blessed. CJ is here. I suggest The Man Who Invented Christmas, a story centered around the writing of Christmas Carol. Really, CJ? I'll go look for that. CJ's awesome. Tina says, I watched Red One. It was just okay. Kind of boring. Yeah. Nightmare Before Christmas. Great fun. Great fun. That you can watch at Halloween and Christmas. Bad Santa. Best Christmas movie ever. I'll die on this hill. Okay, Estephobos. Grim, otherwise known as In Theater. Changed up the avatar. Cool. Elizabeth Young is looking forward to Henry Cavill. I bet you are. Warhammer 40K Horus Heresy. And I keep trying to cast which actors to play characters. As much as I'd love HH to be adapted as a show, I would want it done right. I think Cavill's your guy. I really, really do. Salty buttered bags. Oh, okay. It says, just don't watch Dear Santa. Yeah. To quote the Grinch, the stench. It's fantastic. Yeah. I'm not gonna watch that. Trading Places is a Christmas movie. Jaws the Revenge? Technically. Tom would say it is. Me, I'm on the fence. Craig says Rules for Radicals. Barry's Bible is also a good one. Rules for Radicals. I don't know if that's a Christmas thing. But yeah. It's good to be informed. Greetings from Tennessee. Well, I'm glad you're here, Craig. I love Tennessee. All right, I'm catching up with you. Holy cow, guys. Ram Bam 3000's talking to people. And Home Alone 3 is not a good movie. No, 1 is good, 2 is okay, 3 not so much. Dark Wolf says, if you want some laughs, watch Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. What? A little Skeletor there for you. What? Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I'll have to see if I can even get that. That's nuts. Anyway. All right. So the automatic redirect, folks, is the automatic redirect, folks, is to Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which is going to be coming up next. Got a couple more minutes. I wouldn't call Rules for Radicals a Christmas book. I wouldn't either, but it is. It's a good recommendation. But hang on a minute. Donovan says, Culture, that is a real black and white film. Okay. I love black and white. You guys remember when I was going into film school, I was hung up on Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, the silent black and white era, and then rolling on into the black and white talkies and then the color talkies. I mean, I loved it all, and I thought that it was a really neat spin for Wizard of Oz to go from black and white to color. There was a lot to that. That was pretty neat. In fact, I have the 70th anniversary sitting right over there. Culture was born in the black and white age. I don't know if that's true, Mr. Cat, but I do appreciate it. Carrey said he would do it, but he wouldn't go through all the prosthetic makeups to do it. So if that's the case, I guess it's on. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. There you go. Teed Up says, watch the MST3K version. All right. Fresh Snow. Casablanca isn't a Christmas movie, but I watch it during the holidays. A lot of people do. That's actually kind of a strange coincidence, I think. Craig Nidoff says, "Oh, Christmas media. Got it. I bet. No, you're fine. You weren't wrong though. It's a good book. It gets you informed. Oh no, Mr. Cat's tab crash. Sorry, buddy. Everybody's forgetting about The Rise of the Guardians as a Christmas movie. Santa with tattoos is bad. That's right. Right. Charlie Brown Christmas is a lot of fun. In fact, the soundtrack I actually listen to when I'm driving sometimes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Rudolph is a classic, Craig. Yeah. Look, all the Rack and Bass stuff, and obviously that is narrated by Burl Ives, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on to your assets. Happy New Year. That's right, Mr. Stock. And that's a good place to leave off. We're half past the hour. We got just a little over a half an hour till you get Midnight's Edge in the morning, but I've got to roll out. I have too much to do. I got videos to create. I have one last super duper chat that just came in that I'll get to in just a moment. A great Christmas reality show is Santa's in the Barn. Wild. And from our good friend, Teed Up. Have a great day. Well, thank you. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. And our good friend, Rollin' the Ratchet for $20 in Culture Casino Cash. My wife liked your Jaguar commercial, which brings into question why I married her. Yeah, the Hobo Gandalf Jaguar and singing cat commercial. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I can't take credit for that. That idea came straight out of that man's head. Oh, I forget his name, but he's very talented at creating like tunes out of stuff. Cat singing about being a rainbow person. Again, just need to remind everyone to get you to 30K so we can get below the neck body wax stream. F in the chat for the stream. I'm going to say it this way. I've never said I was going to do that. I know that's something you want to have done. I don't think I would enjoy that very much. So I'll probably come up with a different 30K celebration. But I appreciate the $20. And I celebrate you, Roland. You're a good dude. I appreciate you. Got to slap some love and some likes on those super chats. Thank you both for Teed Up and for Rolling the Wretched. I'm off to make more videos. Speaking of more videos, before you step away, look down in the description below, right-click on the two links that are down there to open in separate windows, and watch some great videos I put together. I appreciate that very much. And thank you, Hampton, and thank all of you. You're amazing. Ale roll. Man, I wish I could play that. Everybody loves that outro, but it does have bad words in it. So, on that note, we got Larry Wells saying, yo, take care of yourself and everybody else. And John the Beard says, I'm in Europe. Awesome. We got people all over the planet. You do not have the receipt. You don't. And I do it. And there would be no way to show everybody that. Anyway, that'd be crazy. I hope you all have a great day. I hope to see you here tomorrow morning because we do this every weekday. And on that note, I'll say it this way. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. Oh, and here's Wilton throwing me off a roof.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.